2026, in my personal opinion, is going to be the best year to buy or invest in the multifamily deals, and here's why. The simple answer is you're entering the market at the bottom of the cycle versus paying an all-time high back in 2021 and 2022. So prices are the most discounted, there's the most distress in the marketplace now, which means you're going to get the best deals that we've seen in years, and all new development stopped in late 2023, early 2024. That means that there's going to be a lack of supply coming online through 2026 and 2027, and we're in the supply and demand business, and when demand outweighs supply, that means that your rents are going to be able to go up. So all of the indicators are pointing to buy, buy, buy. Now I want to give you some more context of the cycle that we just went through, so that way you can understand really where we're at in the market cycle and why we personally bought over $40 million of real estate in the last 2 years alone. And we're gearing up to try to acquire over $100 million in one single year. So backing it up to where everything started, coming out of 2019 and going into 2022, this is when COVID-19 happened. It's crazy. It's already been 6 freaking years since COVID. COVID started what we now know to be one of the craziest market cycles we've ever seen. It was interest rates dropped to zero essentially, and people could go get loans on single family and commercial real estate for less than 2 to even 3%. And so what this did through 2020 and 2021, and even halfway through 2022, is it sparked the market. Everybody went crazy because we could borrow money for so cheap. That means we could afford to pay more in purchase price. And COVID allowed remote work to become a real thing. And so a tremendous amount of people from New York moved to Florida, people from California moved to Texas, and rents went through the roof. We had record high rent increases along with record low interest rates. It created a perfect storm, and that's why everything happened the way it did. It was literally playing musical chairs. I was working at Grant Cardone's office, working on his real estate team, and we were raising hundreds of millions of dollars every single year. It was crazy, it was chaos, and it really was playing a game of musical chairs. Now, musical chairs stopped when the Fed started to come in 2022, the back half of 2022, all the way through early 2024. I believe there were over 11 rate increases over that period of time, and this is meaning interest rates went from 0.25% all the way up to 5.25%. It increased over 500% in a very short period of time, and this was a way that the Fed was stepping in and combating what we now know to be the inflation issues that we dealt with. And so where we're at right now in the cycle, 2021, 2022 is at the very top, most expensive pricing we've ever seen. And then 2022, the back half of 2022 and early 2023, it looks literally like this, a complete drop off, about 70% year over year. Transaction volume stopped and the market froze. Very similar to 07 and 08. Everybody lost their pants during this period of time, and 09 was a completely frozen market because of it. And then they're entering what's called the recovery period. So coming back to this cycle, 23 and 24 was really trying to figure out what in the world is even going on. Is inflation getting taken care of? Is it coming down? And you're seeing signals of this happening, but there's still a lot of uncertainty in the market, like banks collapsing, crypto scams, and a ton of uncertainty with what would happen with the Fed and interest rates. And when there's no certainty in the marketplace, it's impossible to even do deals. And now coming out of 2023, moving into 2024, the real big issue is insurance and new supply. This is why transaction volume did not pick up as much as most people thought, because you had this massive wave of developers in 2022 that started projects. Even though interest rates went through the roof, they did not stop and just leave the project empty. They had to see it through and finish it. And so it was a perfect storm that created a lot of distress in the marketplace because you had all of these new buildings coming online and being delivered in 2024 and 2025, over 1 million units, which is an all-time record high. It gave even more uncertainty to multifamily investors because whenever there's that much supply that comes online, there's a lot of question marks around what rents are going to be and how many concessions have to be offered. So again, making it tougher to underwrite deals and try to transact. Now, the underlying issue with why people that did deals in 21 and 22 are in so much distress is because of the insurance. Insurance had its own market cycle and went through the roof. It's gotten a lot better over the recent years. But the biggest issue is the way that they financed these buildings. They bought them on short-term floating interest rate deals, meaning they expire in 2 to 3 years from now, which is like today, which is why there's so much distress in the marketplace, and they are floating. It is not a fixed interest rate loan. So every time that the Fed increases the rate, their rate increases as well, and their cash flow gets squeezed. And all of that craziness was happening during late 22, early 23, even through 2024, and it caused a lot of uncertainty and pause in the marketplace. Now, we saw an increase in transaction volume over the last year in 2025, and the market has absorbed a lot of the supply that has come on. And so all of the signs are pointing, now going into 2026, and even being in 2026 now, all signs are pointing to end of the recovery period, and we're at the very bottom of the market. You have a tremendous amount of distress from people that bought deals in late 22 that have to do something with their loans, and the certainty is coming back to the marketplace, which all signals lenders are more hungry, investors are ready to jump back in, they feel good about the pricing, the fundamentals of the business are still in place, people will always need a place to live, and it's now time to enter back into the market. So this is why we're internally preparing to have a massive year from the acquisition side, and all of the investors inside of our community are super hungry and ready to go as well. I don't know how long this opportunity is going to last, maybe a year, maybe 2 years. All I know is that the next year to 2 years is going to be an incredible time, and in 5 to 10 years from now, you are going to either question yourself and regret not getting into the business, or you're going to look up and be very excited that you decided to take some action and do some deals. And so I'll leave you with, if you're looking to do deals and you're looking for access to the investors or partners that you need to actually get started in this business, or you might be on the front end of the learning curve, I highly recommend checking out the links down below in the description and joining our community called the Deal Room. You're able to get access to our weekly calls, access to the platform where you can post your deals, ask questions, and even network with potential partners and investors. All you got to do is click the links down below in the description, and I hope that you found value in today's video. As always, if you did, make sure you drop a like, comment below if you think today is a great time to invest as well. And as always, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.